What I'm about to reveal to you has been buried for over 3 millennia. For thousands of years, there has been a manifestation technique so powerful, so dangerous to the existing power structure that it was systematically hidden from the masses, erased from history books, forbidden in religious texts, suppressed by governments. Why? Because this technique doesn't just change your life, it gives you the power to reshape reality itself. Today, I'm breaking that silence. I'm committing what the elite would consider an act of rebellion by sharing this ancient knowledge with you. But understand this. Once you learn what I'm about to teach you, you can never claim ignorance again. You can never make excuses about why your life isn't what you want it to be, because you'll possess the same power that pharaohs, emperors, and secret societies have used to control the world for centuries. The technique I'm about to reveal was known to the ancient Egyptians, practiced by the mystery schools of Greece, and passed down through secret lineages until it reached a man named Abdullah, who taught it to Neville Goddard in the 1930s. But even Goddard only revealed fragments of this knowledge to the public. The complete technique, the one that can literally bend reality to your will, has remained hidden. Until now. In ancient Egypt, there existed a class of priests known as the reality reavers. These were not ordinary religious leaders. They were masters of consciousness who understood that reality is not fixed but malleable. They discovered that human consciousness operates on specific frequencies, and by shifting these frequencies, one could literally step from one timeline into another, one reality into another. This knowledge was considered so dangerous that it was only passed down to a select few under penalty of severe punishment for revealing it to the uninitiated. When the Roman Empire conquered Egypt, they systematically destroyed these teachings. The burning of the Library of Alexandria wasn't just about books, it was about erasing this forbidden knowledge from human memory. But the technique survived, passed down through secret societies, mystery schools, and hidden lineages. It traveled from Egypt to Greece, from Greece to the Middle East, and eventually to a man named Abdullah, a mystic living in Harlem in the early 1900s. Abdullah recognized something special in a young man named Neville Goddard and began teaching him these ancient secrets. But even to Goddard, Abdullah only revealed pieces of the complete technique. As Goddard later said, "Assumption, though false, if persisted in, will harden into fact." But this was only the surface level of what Abdullah taught him. The complete technique involves something far more profound, the deliberate transformation and rebirth of your identity at the quantum level. Listen carefully because I'm only going to explain this once. What you call manifestation is actually reality shifting. You're not creating something new. You're moving your consciousness from one existing reality to another. In the quantum field, all possibilities already exist simultaneously. The ancient technique works in 4 stages. Stage 1. The dissolution of the false self. Before you can become who you desire to be, you must first release who you currently are. This isn't symbolic. This is literal consciousness transformation. Tonight, before you sleep, you will perform the dissolution ritual. Lie in darkness and imagine your current self dissolving into pure light. Feel your old identity melting away like ice in warm water. Experience the complete release of everything you think you are. This creates what quantum physicists call a quantum void, a space between identities where anything becomes possible. Stage 2. Quantum field immersion. In this void state, you will access what the ancients call the field of all possibilities. Modern science calls it the quantum field, the invisible energy matrix that underlies all reality. Here's the secret they don't want you to know. In this field, your desired reality already exists. The successful version of you, the wealthy version of you, the loved version of you, they're all real, existing in parallel dimensions. You're not trying to create them, you're trying to become them. Stage 3. Identity fusion. This is where the real magic happens. In the quantum void, you will locate your desired self and literally merge consciousness with them. You'll feel their memories becoming your memories, their beliefs becoming your beliefs, their reality becoming your reality. The ancient Egyptians called this ka-merging, the union of your current soul with your perfected soul. Stage 4. Reality anchoring. Finally, you must anchor this new identity in your physical reality through what Abdullah called living the end. You don't act as if you have what you want. You remember having always had it. You don't pretend to be successful. You recall always being successful. This isn't positive thinking. This is memory implantation at the consciousness level. We're going to do this together right now. Close your eyes and follow my voice. First, feel your body becoming weightless, lighter, until you can barely feel it at all. Now, imagine your current self beginning to dissolve. See yourself becoming like mist, like light. Feel your old identity melting away into pure energy. Don't resist this. Welcome the transformation of who you used to be. Good. Now you're floating in the quantum void, the space between realities. Here, time does not exist. Limitation does not exist. Only pure potential. Look around this void and you'll see infinite versions of yourself living infinite lives. Find the version of you that has everything you desire. See them clearly. Now, I want you to merge with this version of yourself. Feel their consciousness becoming your consciousness. Their memories becoming your memories. What does it feel like to be successful? What does it feel like to be loved? What does it feel like to be powerful? Don't imagine it. Remember it. Because in this reality, it has already happened. Feel this new identity settling into your very DNA. You are no longer who you were when you started this video. You are someone entirely new. Now, bring this new self back into your body. Feel yourself returning to physical reality, but as a completely different person. When you open your eyes, you will not be the same. You will be living in a new timeline, a new reality, as a new version of yourself. Open your eyes now and welcome to your new life. Congratulations! You have just performed a technique that pharaohs paid fortunes to learn. You have just accessed power that secret societies guard with their lives. But power comes with responsibility. Do not doubt the process. Do not return to old patterns of thinking. You have crossed a threshold that most humans never even know exists. Some of you will experience rapid changes, new opportunities, unexpected money, people treating you differently. Others will experience internal shifts first, increased confidence, clarity, unshakable knowing. Both are signs that the technique is working. Remember, you are no longer manifesting your desires. You are remembering them. You are not becoming successful. You are recalling that you always were successful. This is not visualization. This is memory revision at the quantum level. Every night, dissolve your old self and merge with your desired self. Your transformation is inevitable.